Hey guys, welcome back to Diecast Resurrection. Today I want to restore this Red Baron. This guy has seen some better days. These are interesting little cars the way they're held together. The helmet is the post that's mushroomed through the base, and the other one goes to the engine. So it's kind of just sandwiching the whole thing together, if you know what I mean. Wow, look at that. Look how curved that is. Oh yeah. This thing is just filthy. So this is going to be one of the more challenging parts here, is trying to get a screw back in this so we can put the car back together. Interior. It's very classy. I like the seats. It's kind of like pleated leather, like 70s van leather. Very cool. Now, this guy is going to be a breeze. I can't wait to plate this up. Make it look brand new. We got to get the paint off this car. And I'll run you through the changes I did to the old plating system. And then I'll show you how good it works. Did you guys see that huge auction on eBay? 129 cars or something? Last time I checked, the price was around $375 was the most recent bid, and that's Canadian dollars, so that's like, $300 American. I wanted it so bad, and there's probably like 6 hours left. That's a pretty big purchase for a bunch of gravel burnt Hot Wheels, So I don't know. Gonna go give this a scrub with the wire brush and some hot water. And I'll be right back. Alright, so here's our body. Looking real nice, real nice. You can see some spots here on the rear fenders. We're starting to miss a little bit of zinc. And on the front fenders here on the tips, it's getting really bad. The rest of the car looks okay. But I might give it a little soak anyways, just to show off the performance of the new zinking machine. So I want this crusty helmet to look like this crusty helmet. We're gonna need to give it a sand. I just want to smooth this out a little bit. Oh, is that the iron cross marking? How cool is that? Just a little bit of oxidation removed. Brings out the iron cross. That is cool. One on this side. It's faint, but it's there. Alright, so what I did is I got the same setup as Arnold's design now. I bought a roll of this zinc flashing on Amazon, and it's super thin, and it's 99.9% pure zinc, and that's what he uses to make his anodes with. So I'm doing the same thing, and I'm running dual anodes, one here, one here. I probably have, again, 3/4 of a cup of Epsom salts in 5% acid plain white vinegar. So let's give this a try. I want to absolutely degrease the heck out of this body. So I'm spraying it with spray 9. And then I'm going to give it a little scrub with a toothbrush, just to get into all the nooks and crannies here. We are ready. Alright, we're just going to clip this guy onto the negative terminal. Drop him right in the center. Balance him. Balance him carefully. I'll turn this bad boy on. I'm going to leave him like that for probably 15 to 20 minutes. We don't need a whole lot of zinc on this car. It already looked really good. But I'm going to leave them in there for a little bit. And I'll take them out and then we'll clean them up and it should be good. And then I want to do the helmet. And I might even do the engine. Just shine up this engine quick and you'll see the difference. Alright, so it's probably been about 15 minutes. I was just kicking back, reading some of your guys' comments. I'm ready to take this out now. Maybe I'll turn this off. Give that a shake. All I'm going to do is use my brass brush, and it's going to clean up this gray primer look into a nice shiny zinc coating. Now you could use steel wool for this. Because this car has got so many little intricate designs in it, I'm using a brush. And it'll work just fine. What do you think of that? It's perfect. Alright, so we got things dried off. What do you think of this? This thing is ready for paint. I'm going to get away from polishing. I know it looks so good, but the reason is just the adhesion of the paint is poor. And if I ever wanted to do speed stripes on something like this, I'd never get my tape off of the paint without peeling it. Like, it's impossible. So we're getting away from that. I'm going to put this in the tumbler for a few hours. Just see if it smooths out a little bit. But that's pretty much all I'm going to do to it and to the rest of the cars from now on. We're going to establish a little bit of a quality assurance program. Also, while I'm away, I'm going to zinc plate the motor and our helmet here, just to freshen these up so they look a lot nicer when the rest of the car is put together. So I'll be back with some polished looking stuff soon. Okay, so just to recap so far, this car, we sanded quick. I did a zinc plate and I threw it in the vibratory polisher. Alright, I just pulled our helmet out of the little zinc plater. It's still wet with vinegar, no problem, no problem. This is what it looks like after about half an hour. And I'm going to take the old brass brush here. And just so you guys see how easy this is, check this out. Now from here, if we want, we could wet sand this and really smooth it out. And then we could polish it up. Let's start off with a little 400 just to smooth it out. If you want to get a perfect mirror finish, you got to do this a few times. Sand it smooth, put it back in, sand it smooth. Oh no, I got a hole in my glove. It's fine, we're just going to keep going with it. Just don't look at it. Don't look at it. We're almost done here. This is actually really cool. I want to zinc plate everything. Next time I'm putting bolts into my Jeep or something like that, I'm going to zinc plate them. And I am going to polish this just for the sake of the video. Just so you guys can see what's possible. Like, you saw how crusty this little helmet was before we started. I want you guys to see the difference. And you tell me. You tell me how nice it is. I want to hear you tell me. That glove's really bothering you, isn't it? Yeah, it's bothering me too. It's okay. It's okay. It's all better. I'm so pleased that we got the zinc plating stuff figured out. The T-Bird didn't work out as good as I hoped, mainly because the anode I was using wasn't working out so good, but this is working amazing. So here we go. Let's take a second to appreciate this. What do you think of that factory freshness? If you remember what it looked like before, it's pretty gross. Alrighty, so I got a little engine out of the zinc plater, and what I'm gonna do here, I dabbed my brass brush in the rubbing compound, And I'm going to apply via Dremel, because this little engine's got a lot of little nooks and crannies and stuff, so this is how we're going to polish it. Check it out. How you like them apples? Right? And we'll put this in here. And it's like Zinc Edition Baron. Glug, 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 glug. So I'm about ready to give this a wash and prep it for paint. Of course, we're going to do it red. It's a red Baron. Gonna have to think about getting some more red paint after the kitty fiasco of 2018 here. So a little dab will do ya. Not a very big car. Don't need too much. And we'll mix in a little bit of hardener. A little 190 mesh filter for good measure. I think that is as far as we need to go. It's looking pretty nice. Alright, so we're back with our base. Oxidized a little bit, not too bad. What we're going to do is, if you guys watched Bare Metal's latest quick tip, he did something on other ways to remove oxidation around the house. And while watching that video, I had an inspiration. There's this product I used to use a long time ago called Lime Out. And this is like a bathroom cleaner. It's heavy duty. This product's extremely corrosive and it will melt the chrome off your bathroom faucets. So Bare Metal was using something similar to this, and I thought maybe we'll give this a try. I'll probably reduce it about 50%. So I'll just get some of this in here. We'll add some water. And this isn't going to harm any plastic, so I'm going to just drop this in whole. We'll start the clock here and we'll leave it in there for about 4 minutes. Just let that do its thing. I gotta try to get this post drilled out. I gotta try to get this post drilled out, so it's gonna be some very dainty work. I noticed the local hardware stores got their mini drill presses on sale. So I might have to go buy one of those tomorrow. They're half off. So that's a hell of a deal. Hell of a deal. I'm gonna use my clamp to assist me with this. Much rather be using a drill press right now for this. This is so... The room for error is 0. It's time to come out of the pool, Denise.
It's time to come out of the pool, Denise.
Alright, so right away, oxidation looks much better. I don't want to leave a residue on here because it could keep corroding it away. So I'm going to give this a good wash, and I'm going to probably hit it with a brass brush and just shine her up a little bit, and then I'll come back and we'll look at the results. So there you go, good as new. A little bit of lime out. And then maybe 10 passes with one of these bad boys. Just to clean that up. And you got a brand new base. It's very nice. Alright, so same deal on this. We got a little bit more wiggle room on this one. I want to make sure I'm centered to the post. See, this mushroomed off to one side a little bit, so I want to make sure I'm centered on the post, not the mushroom so much. Perfect. Stressful doing this. These knives are crazy sharp, and these axles, The way they're able to just move around. It's not cool, man. Not cool. Good, good, good. What is that? A spider? Go ahead and pop on your new wheels. All right, I think we're ready to do an assembly here. I think everything's good. Everything's okay. I'm gonna do an assembly right in front of your face today. How's that sound? Our body on there, real nice. Got our little interior here. I didn't do anything with it except a little soap and water just to kind of get the stank out of the seats. And our helmet goes through the seats. Like so. We just gotta sneak a screw in there. Make sure that's nice and snug. Sweet. Looking good. It's looking real good. Factory engine. Install. And we're gonna put a screw in that very carefully. Like so. And there you have it, folks. One restored Red Baron. I think it looks pretty good. The zinc turned out really good. I'm glad I got that nailed down finally. It's really going to open some doors for the other cars I can restore. I want to thank you guys for your support so far. You guys have been great, phenomenal, amazing. Thanks for tuning into this video, and I will see you in the next one.